friends, it's Miss Christina with some mad science for you today. We're going to be making chromatography butterflies, which is a really cool science experiment that's also a craft. All you need for this experiment are coffee filters. I have 2 here because I'm going to make 2 butterflies. But if you only want to make 1, just use 1. You will need a cup, preferably a clear one so that you can see the experiment happen. And you want to fill it up with just a little bit of water, not too much. So as you can see here, it's just covering the bottom. And I have 2 cups because I have 2 filters. So you'll need as many cups as coffee filters. You will also want some markers. The ones that work best for this experiment are brown or black. So I'm going to do 1 of each. Now, you want to make sure that you're not using permanent markers. For this experiment, you want washable, non-permanent markers. And then, in order to make our butterfly, you will need some pipe cleaners. You can do whatever color you want. So, now that you have all your materials, let's get started. You want to take your coffee filter and you're going to draw a circle, not right in the center, but out a little bit. You want to leave the very center of your coffee filter blank with no marker on it. So let's go ahead and draw our circle. I'm going to use the brown marker for this first one. I'm going to go there. So you see I have a little bit of space still in the center that's white. If you want a more colorful butterfly, you can put more spots or circles or different designs around your coffee filter with your markers. So I'm going to draw a few other things on mine. So let's do maybe some polka dots, but again, keeping that center part white. I'm going to do a couple squiggles, maybe some more circles. So there is my coffee filter with the brown marker. So I'm going to set that to the side and I'm going to do the black marker and we're going to see if there's a difference between the two. So again, just a circle in the center. My black marker is almost running out, so this one might not end up as colorful. But again, just some circles, some polka dots. We'll do a lot on this one. Okay, there is my black one. So now what you need to do is start with your first coffee filter and you're going to fold it into a cone. So I'm going to fold it in half like this, kind of like a taco. And then you're going to fold it in half again this way. So you're going from like a taco to a slice of pizza. Like that. And you might need to adjust it so that the tip of your cone is white, so you don't have any of the marker on the very tip. So there's mine. And now you're going to stick it into the cup of water, but only the tip. And we're going to see what happens. So let's go here and we're going to just flop it in and watch. Do you notice anything happening? Yeah, I should put this a little closer. What's happening to the brown circle that we had in the center there? Do you notice any other colors? I'm seeing some red, some blue, there's some orange down here. And it's all traveling up the cone. See some really cool patterns and shapes forming that sort of look like mountains, which is really cool. It's going up and up and up. Let's see what happens once it reaches that other squiggle. This squiggle right here. You see some more blue. That looks pretty cool. So you can see that the ink and the water is traveling up the coffee filter, and it's pulling all of these different colors out of the ink, and it's coloring the entire filter by doing that. So it's spreading out instead of just keeping the ink in that small spot where we drew it. So that one's going to keep moving. Now let's try the black one. So remember, our marker was kind of fading on this one, but we do have some patterns on here. So again, fold it in half like a taco, and then in half again like a slice of pizza. We have our white tip down here, and we're going to place our cone into our other cup of water. Let's see what happens with the black one. What colors do you see on this one? They're a little bit different than the brown one. I see mostly blue. I think different shades of blue. There's dark down here still, where we drew our circle. And then there's some lighter blue, a little bit of like turquoise kind of. And it's traveling up, just like our other one. It's pretty cool. So I'm gonna let that one keep going. I'm gonna check in our brown one, which looks pretty awesome. It looks like it's pretty much stopped traveling up the cone. So I think we're ready to open it. So you want to be very careful when you take it out because it's wet, and coffee filters are really thin, so they're fragile. And if you're rough with it, it's gonna break. So if we just kind of shake it off, get some of that excess water off, and then you can carefully open and see this really cool, colorful pattern. It sort of looks like tie-dye, but it's really wet. So what you want to do is take your wet coffee filter and set it somewhere to dry, preferably on some paper towels. You can put it in the sun and let it dry off. And while that's drying, I'm going to show you some ones that I already did. They're already dry. So I have these two here. This one's a little hard to see in this light. Maybe if I put behind it, you can kind of see. It's really pastel, so it's like a really light pink and blue. And then this one has a little more going on, a little more color to it. For both of these, I just used the brown marker. This really light pastel one, I just drew a circle in the center and that was it. This one, I did the circle in the center and then some other dots around it. So that's how I've got more of a colorful, more vibrant coffee filter. But you can see here all of these cool colors. So I have like hot pink, orange, brown, there's purple, blue, yellow, all kinds of colors in there, which are really pretty. So what you can do if you want is you can turn this into a butterfly with your pipe cleaner. It's super easy. You just need to kind of fold it and twist it in the center like this. And then you can fluff out the sides that are your wings. And you can adjust it however you want. And then you take your pipe cleaner and you go through the center and fold it in half, and then twist a couple times. And now you have your butterfly, the wings, the body, and the antenna. Super cute. But it's also science. So how does this work? Like I said, this is called chromatography. And it's basically the process of a liquid moving through a stationary surface or substance. So for us, the liquid was the water in the cup, and the coffee filter is the stationary substance. So as the liquid is moving through, it's carrying different particles with it. And depending on the size of the particles, it will affect how far it moves up the surface. So for us, when we put the marker, the ink from the marker, into the water, then the water was carrying with it that ink, but it made all these different colors because when you have a marker that is black or brown, these are actually made up of lots of different colors. So in a black marker, you have red, blue, green, you have all different kinds of colors that make up the color black. So the different colors are going to move at different speeds, and they're going to travel different distances up your coffee filter. So that's how you go from having one color, brown or black in the center, to blue and pink and orange and all of these other cool colors, because the dark ink is separating. All of those different colors are moving throughout the coffee filter, which is super cool. So that is it. That's our chromatography butterflies. I hope you enjoy, and I will see you next time. Thank you.